You may notice I am streaming at a very different time than usual. So if my voice sounds a little weird, it's just because I haven't had an opportunity to warm up. I am sorry about that, but as you can see by the description, we don't have time. Today we do not have time. People I live with were like, "Hey, we're gonna be occupied with some errands out of the house. It'll be quiet. You can do things." And so of course I am trying to do things while they are gone. I don't know how long I have. I think they said an hour. And that was about an hour ago. But I think probably the things that they were thinking would take an hour are going to take a little bit longer than an hour. Or at the very least, that's what I can hope for. Where was I putting the nether bricks? Because I realized as I was... if you've looked at the community posts, then you've seen that I was already... Yeah, there we go. I was trying to experiment with block palettes and see what would look nice. And I think I have determined that, yes, I would indeed like to build with nether brick blocks. I mean, realistically, you acquire so much netherrack, what else are you gonna do with it? Because I don't think you can use this as furnace fuel anymore. I feel like they got rid of that. I feel like maybe they got rid of that. Is that what happened? Yeah, literally just... Okay. It was throwing it out, that's why it wasn't in there. So since you can no longer use it as fuel to just continuously feed into the furnace, I have to find something to do with it. And so I think building with it is the next best thing. I should retop these off. But again, I can't tell. I was fiddling with the settings again to try and see if I could figure out how to get it to not skip around. 'Cause, like, I thought about it, and it's, well, you think that it should be easy to just run like an Ethernet cable. The thing is, it's not... There's no convenient way to do it for the other people. And unfortunately, I don't live by myself, so I kind of have to be, cognizant of how my actions and choices affect them. So, there's really no convenient way for me to just run an Ethernet cable to my computer, but that's the situation. There's probably a point at which it would be more efficient to just bring in some hoppers to, like, automatically get stuff in and out of the furnaces, but at the same time, I don't want to spend the iron. Especially when I'm exploding things quite a bit away from the furnaces now, but it's just, I don't like the idea of exploding things so close to iron. 'Cause, like, technically, I guess I could make an iron farm in Peaceful, but also just, I don't know, iron farms, they feel kinda mean. I'm beginning to think that maybe I should start mining in the opposite direction, because this is going to take a little bit till we get to the end. I mean, at least the nether music is nice. Ah, yep, there's the lava from last time. There's the lava from last time. In retrospect, it's actually pretty funny, but at the time, it was terrifying, because all I could think about at the moment was how I literally had all of my stuff on me. Not fun. Do I pick this up since I'm here? That's something. I could have worked quartz into my build pallets, and then I never did. That would have been smart. No ancient debris. I will get rid of this gravel, though, just because I don't want to have to deal with this at another time where it might be inopportune. Also, I've kind of been dealing with some stick drift lately on this controller. I don't know why. It seems like probably like a year seems to be like the maximum they will last, and I don't know if that's a normal amount. I need to remember to look for lava from now on. I need to remember that whenever I do something like that, I need to immediately look up and be like, is there lava about to consume me? And if the answer is no, then I can continue on with my day. But if the answer is yes, then I will be aware. Yay! Ancient debris. Is that three pieces of ancient debris? Okay, awesome, fantastic. That's almost an entire ingot. Well, 3 definitely feels better than 0. Hey! 3 more pieces of ancient debris. There were 3 pieces on this side last time. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna question it. Don't question good things when they happen, just accept them with appreciation and admiration, because when you question things, that stuff goes awry. So I will simply be glad that I am now 6 pieces of ancient debris richer. Speaking of ancient debris, I think either there is a bug in the game, or it was a bug when I generated the world. So not in this world, but in one of my, like, personal survival worlds that I am in, there was a piece of ancient debris that I think I found up around Y54, which I know for a fact is not supposed to happen. So I don't know what was up with that. I don't know if it was like a glitch. Maybe they've patched it out. I kind of hope so, because I can't imagine that's what the devs want, because I think the whole idea of ancient debris is they wanted it to be at the bottom of the world, underneath the lava lakes, so that you had to be careful. But it was interesting, because that was actually as I was digging my staircase, like, down to... did I do it at Y level 12 in that world, or at Y level 11? Anyway, not important. What is important is as I'm digging my staircase down, expecting to get to, like, 12... Yeah, I think it was 12. Expecting it down to Y level 12, and then next thing I know, there's ancient debris at Y54, and I'm like, hold on a minute, that doesn't make sense, that's not right. But I mean, it was a piece of ancient debris. It was a piece of ancient debris that I didn't have to explode any beds for, so... Yeah, probably, should not question it, just be glad that it happened. It is the one problem with having an efficiency pickaxe in the nether. It digs just ever so slightly too quickly. Not that I want efficiency to be less effective. I love efficiency, now that I've gotten used to it. But, it's interesting sometimes. When it does things you do not count on. You know, for the longest time, I wouldn't even bother putting efficiency on anything when I was only playing, like, on my phone. Just because it's like... I don't know if it was the quality of my phone that it was so laggy, or what it was, but it's like, I felt like if I put efficiency on, it would get rid of, like... Like, efficiency, like I said, is already... I end up destroying more than I want to in the nether. It felt way worse on a phone. And I don't know if that's because of lag or what it is. That being said, I am glad... Yeah, this stick drift is bad. I don't know if you saw that as I was just casually sliding across the screen. I am not touching the controller. Yeah. I am not touching the stick. The stick is just stuck slightly to the right. And it's like, if I bump it, it'll stop. So it's not, like, terrible stick drift, but, like, it's just enough to be annoying. But, you know, if that's the worst complaint I have today, then my life must be pretty good. I wonder how long I'll remember to be, like, cautious of lava. I wonder at what point I will just completely forget that happened. I don't think it'll be for a while, because oddly, like, it's not like I've bedmined super frequently since 1.16, but, like, that didn't happen to me, at least that I can remember, before last stream. And that's just, it's very weird that it decided to happen then and not any of the other times. I mean, I guess I'm glad that I caught it on stream, because otherwise, I don't think I would have believed me. I don't think I would have believed me if I said, hey, yeah, I bedmined and then lava fell on my head and I actually managed to survive. I wouldn't have believed that. I would have said fake news, completely fake. No way that happened. There's no way my reaction time is good enough. Of course, reaction time I don't think was a factor. I think it was just the fact that I have Prop 4 on, I think, most... Yeah, I have Prop 4 on 3 out of 4 pieces of armor, and I think that is what made me survive. I mean, there's also the fact that I am in peaceful mode, so of course there's regen on, but... And... Oh, stop that. It's like, I would get, like, a bucket of powdered snow, but in addition to my personal vendetta against powdered snow, there's the fact that it's like a one-time consumable in the nether. Or at least, well, not specifically when you're in the nether, it's more like when you're on fire and you use it to extinguish yourself. You get one use. And it's like, I don't have the space for all of those buckets of powdered snow. For a second, I thought that was lava. Bad. Stop that. Okay, okay, that's fine. You're allowed to be there, lava, just not directly on top of my head. 4? Did I manage to set this up perfectly on, like, a chunk border? Is it every 8 or every 16? A chunk is 16 blocks, right? Did I manage to set this up at just the right spot? Because I don't think that many is supposed to generate. I think this might be a chunk border. I don't know. Listen, okay, it's been years since I've done, like, the, you know, practice quick mental math that they have you do in, like, elementary school. It's been years. So I'm not gonna bother trying to do that mental math in my head. Because that's just gonna make me feel sad. But, it feels like this is statistically unlikely, but that's an entire netherite ingot, which is always nice. And, sealing ancient debris. Much better than sealing lava. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Unless... What are the odds that there's sealing lava above the sealing ancient debris? I mean, I don't see any lava drippies, but that does seem like something this game would do to me. Or at the very least, yeah, because with efficiency, it automatically mined the netherrack behind the ancient debris. That does seem like something this game would do to me. Maybe it wouldn't have the lava right above the ancient debris, but it would have it behind the netherrack. Behind the ancient debris. Because clearly this video game is out to get me specifically. Okay, I found ancient debris again. This is... Okay, I am beginning to worry. Why are things going this well? What terrible thing is about to happen that justifies things going this well? I don't trust this. I don't trust this. Something's fishy about this. Like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna question it. I'm not gonna question it. It's good things. Do not question good things. Don't question it. Just do not question it. Kinda wished that, like, when you were able to craft multiple of non-stackable items that, you know, pressing Y... Like, I understand why that's only crafts one, because in other contexts that's used to just craft, like, a stack. And if it's a non-stackable item, then one is already a stack. But I do kinda wish that when it was non-stackables, when you pressed Y, it would just go ahead and stack all of them, that it could. I understand why it doesn't, but I feel like that would be a nice thing. Maybe like a toggle? I don't know. Then again, they still don't have native controller support on Java Edition, so maybe I should simply not complain. Java Edition not having native controller support is probably the biggest thing holding me back from taking a serious look at possibly playing that Java Edition, just because I find controllers work better for my hands. Did I not pick up that... No. Okay, I picked it up, it's safe, it did not despawn. Okay. Anyway, that is the thing that's holding me back from Java Edition, is just... Because, like, I did look up, apparently you're supposed to be able to do something with, like, Steam Big Picture or whatever, and it's just, I can't... I'm sorry, if there's more than, like, 2 steps to do something, I immediately lose interest. Sealing lava? Okay, sealing lava over there. So long as it's not directly above my head, it will be allowed. And there's sealing ancient debris, so that's always nice. Is there anything? Okay, there's 2 pockets of lava. Wonderful. Is it? This isn't 3 pockets of lava, is it? That's just an excessive amount of lava. 3 things of lava in the nether, completely unheard of. Yeah, it was just the 1. That doesn't seem like that should have been, like, lifted up that high. I wonder if it's, like, a similar thing to, like, water. How even when you remove, like, the water source that was the reason for why there was, like, a certain, like, I don't know how to describe it, like a hill almost in the flowing water. I don't know if what I'm explaining makes sense. Maybe no one else has ever encountered this, but, like, you'll remove the water source. Like, if there's 2 water sources and, like, water source number 2 was the reason why, like, one specific segment went, like, up or to the side, and you remove it, but for some reason it doesn't go away because it's still seeing that water source number 1 is there? I don't know. Maybe no one else has encountered this. Maybe Minecraft is completely different for everyone else. Maybe. Sealing lava. Yay. It's not directly above my head, so that's perfectly fine. You know, if I would just remember to take a sip of water every time I caught on fire, I would never have to worry about becoming dehydrated. Never. Sealing lava. Dangerously close to me, but not directly above my head. It's allowed. However, we do need to go back then. Because I am officially out of buckets. Yeah, this is why I'm surprised, because, like, I do this kind of stuff. I'm surprised the A button on my controller didn't wear out before the left joystick did, but then again I do sprint a lot, so maybe that's not that surprising. The Nether music is always so intense and emotional, and it feels weird that I'm mundanely sorting my boxes while it plays. I don't think sorting my inventory is quite epic enough to warrant this background music, but I am happy for it anyway. Don't know if it's just me or if my controller is actually fighting me, but it definitely feels like it's fighting me. Actually, if I were really smart, I would look at what the coordinates are to the end portal, and I would start digging in that direction. But it's been so many months since I've had to think about the end portal that I've completely forgotten where it is. If I do that, do I make a direct path to the end portal, or do I roughly follow the journey that I took on the maps? Because if I do that, then I kind of need to grab the maps from the map wall, and that seems like a lot of work, because I would have to copy those maps. Because realistically, there's a good chance that I would die in the Nether, and I don't want to risk losing those maps, because that would be painful, for many reasons. You know, for some reason, I was thinking, oh yeah, wow, you go netherite mining, your pickaxe is totally gonna get worn down. For some reason, the pickaxe isn't the issue, it's the shovel that I'm now worried about. I mean, it's fine for now, but I'm just noticing it's quite a bit further down than my pickaxe is. Which I guess makes sense, because the pickaxe is going to get experience when I mine quartz, whereas the shovel does not get that opportunity to mend itself. I couldn't use blackstone, right? Because I think you can make pickaxes and tools with blackstone in place of stone, but I don't think you can make, like, furnaces with just blackstone, which is a bit unfortunate. Ooh. You know what? I don't mind that the ceiling lava is next to the ceiling ancient debris. I think that is okay. But there is a second lava source, which I'm going to get rid of that before that becomes an issue. And please be gone. And be completely gone. Awesome! 2 more pieces of ancient debris, which is an entire half of an ingot, which is a half more than I had before. There are times when I think that maybe I should just, like, start practicing mental math more, just to be more in practice, and then there's times where I'm like, is that really a useful life skill that I need to have? How many times do I need to quickly calculate numbers all that much? Because I feel like I used to be better at mental math. I mean, I guess it could be an age thing, but I very much feel like it's more of just a practice thing. Anything. Is it just gravel? Just gravel. I mean, I guess realistically, I actually am using my shovel more than I am my pickaxe, because my pickaxe, I'm just using to basically poke the holes in the netherrack for the beds, whereas the shovel, I am obliterating all of the gravel. Okay. I kind of just don't want to be bothered with that. If it's on the floor, I'll get it. If it's up higher... I mean, the way I can rationalize that is by saying, oh, well, you know, the higher you go, the less likely you are to reveal ancient debris anyway, but realistically, I just don't want to be bothered. I just don't want to be bothered. This is a cave. I feel like nether caves could be just ever so slightly more exciting. I don't know how. But I feel like they could be more exciting somehow. Don't get me wrong, I love the Nether update. I'm really glad for the changes they put in. Just kind of feels like, maybe it's just a thing of like I've acclimated and it's like, oh yes, this is the new Nether, and now, you know, what was new has now become like the norm, the status quo, and so now I'm expecting more, which isn't always great, because you can't always, like, expecting constant growth just isn't sustainable. But it's like, I look at those caves and they very much remind me of like the old school caves that you would see in the overworld. Did I see lava drippies? I don't trust that. Anyway, so it reminds me of the old caves that we had in the overworld, and now the caves look so much better. And so maybe it's just a thing of, I see now from the Caves and Cliffs update, I see how much better caves can be, and maybe I just want that for the overworld, and maybe it's fine that I want that. I don't know if it's necessarily a problem, but like that's part of the thing about having expectations, is I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with saying, hey, I think this could be improved, but I think it's when you put pressure on people that it becomes an issue, if that makes sense. Because, like, when I say I think the nether caves could, you know, benefit from the same treatment that, you know, overworld caves got. I'm not saying that I want it copied verbatim, and I'm not saying that what we currently have is not good in its own right, just that, like, I think it would be cool to see an updated nether cave system. But then I guess the argument you could make is that technically the nether is kind of just like a weird cave dimension, so maybe the nether getting another update was the nether cave update. I don't know how that works. And besides, if they're gonna update something and it's a choice between the nether or the end definitely needs it more. I filled my buckets again. Maybe the moral of the story is that I need 2 shulker boxes for lava instead of just the 1. That might be the lesson to take from this. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the nether doesn't need a cave update. Because, like, realistically, what would be the point of it, I guess? I mean, it's easy to say, oh yeah, well, if we add more stuff, then the game will be better, but sometimes the simplest setup is the best, and it's when you overcomplicate things that it no longer becomes enjoyable. Because I think that's part of the appeal of Minecraft, and I'm sure other people have, like, said this way more eloquently. Like, part of the appeal is that it is so simple. Because, like, when it comes to building, if you want to, like, try and make something that looks beautiful, like, there are other games that probably have more intuitive tools for building, but I think what makes Minecraft so nice for building is that since you're building on like a square meter by square meter basis, like that limitation forces you to be creative and to try to like think outside of the box, pun not intended. And so like as much as it irritates the community when, you know, Mojang is like, oh, we can't give you, you know, vertical slabs, we can't give you, you know, X, Y, and Z. And as much as I understand why fans want those things and they're upset that they don't get them, I think I can understand Mojang's point about if they give you too much stuff, it no longer maybe provides the same incentive to do things, to think about things in a way that you wouldn't normally. I think I should have brought more furnaces. But maybe that's just a sign that I need to be more creative. Who knows? You know, I could take this full one back. Why don't I take this back to the overworld? I'll throw it into my smelter array at home. I feel like I could easily take... How do I want to do this? If I'm gonna bother going home, I feel like it should be for something worthwhile. Does that go in the blast furnace? Because if this goes in the blast furnace, then I can chuck this into the blast furnace at home to smelt. And I can see if I can pick up some more furnaces while I'm gone. Yeah. I'll see if I can find more cobblestone at home. I really should have made stairs. That would have been the smart thing to do. I need to remember to bring my stone cutter with me. Hopefully I don't forget that in the couple of minutes it takes for me to get to the overworld and back. Where is the portal? I have not been in this world for too long. Is it somewhere up here? There it is. I saw purple. There it is. Okay. Whew. Okay. Yes. Good. Wonderful. Fantastic. Okay. No, this is the wrong portal. This is the map wall portal. That was not where I wanted to go. Okay, where's the portal to my island? Where is the portal to my island? Okay, it's literally... Alright, you know what? We're gonna make this just ever so slightly less hidden. Because I genuinely forgot that it was right next to this. Okay, hopefully that's clear enough. Part of me is like, I should get some torches and just line that entire thing. Okay, we're back. We're home. Everything is fine. The sheep are fine. Daisy is fine. I don't know if it's like a glitch, but I swear there's been times... Okay, yeah, like I specifically made sure that the fence was oriented in such a way that Daisy would never be able to get out. But there have been times where Daisy has somehow managed to get outside of the fence, and I don't understand how. I don't remember putting stuff in the pond. I don't remember putting giant salmon in the pond. Okay, anyway, I'm sure that seems... On the one hand, I can't imagine they would have spawned in there like that. On the other hand, I don't understand why I would have done that, because that seems like a very cramped spot. Very inhumane. I mean, it's an ore, so it makes sense for it to go into the blast furnace, right? I guess worst case scenario, I'm just wasting some lava, which, I mean, there's an abundance of it in the nether, so I'm not too worried. Is that an excessive amount of charcoal? Will I ever need to make that many torches? I don't know, but it's better to be over-prepared than not prepared enough. Kinda wish that they had a controller thing to quick move all of one item. You know what, maybe I reclaim some of this wood. Maybe I reclaim the wood. I think I reclaim the wood, because I don't know why I thought I would need that much charcoal. I think that's an excessive amount. That's right, I was going to grab stone cutter. Do I not have a stone cutter lying around? I could have swore I had a stone cutter. And, oh, there's another bucket. I will take that with me. And then, cobblestone. Cobblestone. Where would I have put cobblestone? No, cobblestone I think I put underneath the barn. Because I think I started... You don't have anything that I want, do you? I left my emeralds in the other dimension. Ah, well. Such is life. That's 20 cobblestone. Did I have more cobblestone in here? Yes! Ah, wonderful. Okay, I'm not gonna bother with partial stack. I'll take... Yeah, 8. That should be good. Out of curiosity, how is the sheep farm doing? Wool farm. Nice. Very nice. It is taking me longer than I expected to work through that entire shulker box of wool, so I don't know that I necessarily want to do this again. I don't know that I necessarily want to fill another shulker box with wool from the wool farm, but maybe it'll be after I get enough wool to fill another shulker box. At that point, I can dye the sheep. I need to do something about that nether portal. I need to make it look better. Do something. I don't know what, but I need to do something. You know, I should make this ever so slightly less hitting my head. Yeah, in my other survival world, I actually decorated the way down to the ancient debris mine a lot better. But incidentally, I don't think I've really mined... Oh, no. No. Shulker boxes aren't flammable, are they? Shulker boxes aren't flammable, are they? Oh, this was a mistake. Oh, this was a mistake. This was a mistake. Oh, this was a mistake. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. No. Okay, that did not work. I was thinking maybe I could block it up. I have my crafting table in my inventory. I don't think anything else is flammable. I hope nothing else is flammable. I really should have thought about that before I started digging in the ceiling. Oh, I should have thought about that. Oh. I mean, fortunately, I think the ancient debris box was up on the ceiling, the wall. I really should have thought about that. Why didn't I think about that? Why didn't I think about that? Oh, please be fun. Why does this take forever? Okay. Alright. I think that means shulker boxes are in fact not flammable. And ender chests are not flammable. That actually would have been worse, because I have an extremely limited number of those. But okay. And oddly enough, the torch... Okay, I guess that shielded the torch, because I do know torches will absolutely get destroyed by lava.